One of the most important things when growing trees is nutrition, plant nutrition. Just like humans need nutrition, so do plants. And for that, we use fertilizer. So basically, this is one example, but there's many out there that you're going to see. Some of them are good for growing roots and caliper of the tree. Some are good for growing height of the tree. So there are basically 17 different elements that a plant needs for to grow healthy. And the way we do this at the nursery, because we have so many plants, is by a large integrated system where the fertilizer comes in through a pipeline in each one of the houses on top of this gutter over here, and it comes through, and on this black hose over here goes into a 250-gallon tank or tote like this one, and it's already mixed. So we mix them in a tank outside, which is much larger, and we distribute them throughout the greenhouses through this pipe system. In here, we have this blue device over here, which is called a fertilizer injector. The brand for this specific one is Dosatron, but there are other types of injectors as well that you can use. And the advantage of using a fertilizer injector is that you have the concentrated fertilizer in here, and you have a hose that comes out of the dosatron or the injector, pulling that fertilizer up, and you also have a main line of pipes that brings fresh water from the well through that injector. So every time you have 100 gallons of water going through that injector, 1 gallon of fertilizer, concentrated fertilizer, is pulled from that tank and mixed together. So now you have 1 to 100, which is basically the ratio that we use, but you can, of course, change that and adapt to whatever you need to do. So the way that now we do that is fresh water comes in through here. There's a filter that you're going to have to clean out quite often. So you have to open this, make sure that there's no sand or other things stopping the water to go through. There are valves that you can open and close to make sure that everything is running smoothly. So fresh water comes in. You can check each one of these lines have a different number on top. That's basically the section that you're going to send the water to. It would be nice if you could open everything at once, but sometimes you have a problem with water pressure depending on your water pump and the well. So you have to check with your supervisor what's the pressure that you need and how many lines you can open at one time. As the water comes in and goes through the dosatron, it passes, now mix the water and the fertilizer at the dosage that we want, and it goes through that pipeline, and then it goes into the greenhouse. One of the main things that you will have to do before you even start fertilizing it is you're going to use a measuring cup and a small device to measure the concentration of salt or the electric conductivity of the water that you just mixed to make sure that it's correct for those plants, but you will see that on a next video.